Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Saida. Nice to see you.
সকালে বের করবে আমরা সে 9টা 10টার আগে যাব না Good evening.
Hi.
Good evening, David.
Good evening.
Hi,
How are
sir.
you, David? Welcome.
Nice to see you, David. Nice to see you, David. Yeah.
Nice to see you, all our friends.
Good evening, Saida. Good evening.
Thank you so much for joining. 3080. That's a we have a good number of participants from 3080. That's nice. I hope my
Devashish, Ashish Vidyarthi has joined.
Oh, he has joined. Ashish has joined. Okay, great.
We are live on YouTube, huh, Devashish?
Yeah.
Okay, we are live on YouTube
I saw.
right now. Yeah.
Hello, Devashish. How are you?
Hi. Fine. Thank you.
Kamal
Kamal,
baby.
thank you.
How
Yes,
are you?
Kamal. Nice to see you. Fine. Thank you.
She is our dynamic lady. Kamal
I
baby.
know, like these ultimately we'll have rotary man, everything run by ladies only. So that's why we have dynamic ones out here.
Thank you.
Devashish, my friend Arun is a past district. Arun is also there.
Arun is
Sharma.
also.
Arun
Arun?
Sharma.
Okay. Denny, Arindam, if you could see.
Yeah, he is there.
Arun.
Yeah.
Yes, Arun is there. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
We have PDG Prabhatji also joining.
Prabhaji is joining.
Was joined.
I hope Uday joins because Udayda is the batchmate of our RIPR.
Prabhatji is here.
I'm
Hello,
looking
Prabhat.
forward.
Hello, Ji.
Okay.
Hello.
Danny,
Our
I'm
past
taking
district governor
I'm
and
taking care of the
DRFC.
waiting room, huh?
Okay. Can I? Okay, Devashish has Sharad and all joined. Because I need to
Yeah,
rename my
Sharad and all are
camera.
here. Yeah, anything?
Yeah, because this is your camera one, right? The one you have joined now.
Yeah, this is my one from the podium.
Yeah, this I will rename camera one, but I need to find out the camera 2 and 3.
Sharad,
Camera is Sarath Bawari, I believe, no?
Sharad, he's saying like you need to go there and start.
No. I just need to find out who is cam 1 and who is cam 2.
Okay.
Who is cam 2?
Hello, Dhanchan. How are you? Welcome.
Devashish, can you ask Sarath to call me?
Okay, Sharad, you just call up Danny.
Connecting that.
No, he's saying to connect directly. Didn't have the net.
यहाँ पर आगे जा.
This is through his mobile.
Okay.
Anesher ji, how are you?
फाइन कैसे हैं आप
ऐसा टेक्निकल
बस
लोगों
बढ़िया
को
बढ़िया
बिल गेट्स के पास
थैंक यू
You already have 80 participants.
Who is here?
Yeah, Diptendu,
Diptendu.
nice seeing you. Diptendu,
Yes.
थैंक यू Baba थैंक यू
nice to see you all. We are not in a position to meet you all physically, but so nice to see all of you. And the best of
Thank you so much.
our RIPR. Yeah. Dr. B.L. Agarwal. See him. Hello, sir.
Dr. Jisan, Sumitra, they have all joined.
Okay.
Yeah, this Ravindra Khan Chankakuti from Guwahati has joined. Kalpana, the PDG Kalpana Di has joined. Kalpana Vaidya.
Okay, so we.
Kalpana Vaidya's house is under water.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, it's flooded. The ground floor is flooded. Kalpana Vaidya?
Just have a look whether Manas has come or not. If Manas comes,
Manas has not come.
No, he hasn't.
no, Manas is supposed to be sitting with me out here. No, on the basically we are.
Manas,
Yeah.
Manas
Oh,
is
acha, acha.
my batchmate.
কল্পনা বাইদেউ ঘৰত পানী দেখোন
বহুত পানী
Oh,
পানী মেৰুন
Kalpana di, good evening.
গুড ইভিনিং গুড ইভিনিং গুড টু চি
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
মই এতিয়া ভাবিছো আই শুড হেভ ইনভাইটেড আমাৰ পিস কলাৰ চাওচোন
Governor Devashish, Manas is my batchmate.
oh, I remember the one like when you met in Indore. You were there in Indore and you had a nice time with
Yeah, we had a
Manas.
Yeah.
You all had
Where is Manas?
He's joining us. He's joining us. He would be.
Kamalji, good evening and welcome.
Good evening.
I'm
Thank you.
Kalpana.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Amitabha, nice.
Voice
Nice
is
that you
dropped.
have joined. Amitabha.
Thank you
We
very
can't
much.
hear.
Amitabha, the light against you is actually glowing brighter, so you're looking dark in fact. You see
Oh, Sharad?
facing the light.
Uh-huh.
My light has gone
Ritesh.
off. My light.
मीटिंग में है ना कॉन्क्लेव
I'm helpless now.
पीछे का लाइट बंद कर दीजिए अमिताभ दा
एक ही लाइट है.
पीछे का बंद कर दीजिए ना आप
अरे लाइट एक ही है.
बंद कैसे करेंगे
Good
evening, everybody.
Sunil ji has joined.
Sunil.
Yes, ji, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Kamalji.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Good evening.
Good evening, Ranjit. Good
Good evening, Yashi. Good evening, Yashi.
Okay.
Yashi, good evening.
Good evening, Manpreet. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Oh, nice to see you. It's nice to see Yashpal ji. So
Most welcome, Yashpalji, in our district once again.
Yeah. It was a pleasure being there in your district in Katwa.
Katwa, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately, I could not be present there.
I think Ashok is speaking.
Yeah. Ashokda is.
Yeah, yes.
You cannot miss out his voice.
Yeah.
When Ashokda is there.
Kirtida
Yeah,
has
that
joined.
is. Because he was my governor. Ashok was my governor.
Yeah, our governor. Our governor.
Yeah, our governor. Yeah, we
Our
are
governor. How can you?
Yes.
We are together in touch.
That's
Good
right.
evening, Devashish. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Nice. It's so nice to see you today, sir. It's so nice.
Hi, Ashok. How are you?
Yeah, I am always good as usual. Absolutely fine. And such a big pleasure that our flight from Singapore landed just together. So that's very good. You were there in
Good
Singapore,
evening.
isn't it?
Acha, sound pacho. Good evening.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening, Ashok ji. I think.
Ranjit ji, namaskar.
ये तो BSNL है. কিছু হচ্ছে না?
Good evening, Ashok ji.
তো বলছে যে ওয়াইফাই দিয়ে চলে গেছে।
हाँ.
Dada, namaskar.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
কি খবর
Hi.
কাঞ্চন?
হ্যাঁ, ভালো ভালো। কাঞ্চন কিরকম?
হ্যাঁ,
क्या
ভালো।
leave? हाँ?
नहीं Zoom is connected.
Zoom is connected.
Connected.
Devashish.
Devashish, unmute yourself.
Connected. It's working.
Devashish, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Haridam.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Unmuted only.
No, you have been muted.
Huh? Is it?
So
Are
now
you
it's okay.
for what?
Now it's okay.
Now it's okay?
Yeah, I can
Good
hear
evening,
you.
Ashok da.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mohan. Good evening, Mohanda.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening,
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Ravi. Ravi, nice to see you, Ravi. Nice to see you, Ravi. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening, Ananda.
Good evening, Laila Di.
Good evening, everybody. Basant Gadodia from Dibrugarh.
Basant ji.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
बसंत जी का आज तो मैंने छोड़ा ना आपके बारे में कहा
Kishan ji is joining.
बाबूलाल जी has joined.
Yeah, Babulal ji has joined.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Babulal
Good
ji.
evening, Babulal ji.
Babulal ji, is Babulal ji carrying?
All the big shots are there.
Good
Babulal
evening,
ji,
everyone.
namaskar.
I'm Dibrugarh.
Good evening, Fatwada.
Dr. Jishan here.
Ashokda, today you have a
Jishan,
bandage.
Jishan, so nice to see you,
Hi.
Jishan.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pravada, good evening.
Hello, Jishan ma'am.
Good evening. Hi.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
Kishan ji, namaskar. Hi.
Baido, good evening.
How are you, Jishan?
Pani kene ka?
Good evening.
I'm fine. Thank
Good.
Thank you.
Dinanath ji is joining. Where is Kitida?
Hi, Jishan.
Kitida is joined from two different. Kitida is joined from two different. Yeah, there is Kitida.
Oh, there is Kitida.
Good evening, Kitida.
Yeah.
Namaskar.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Kitida is there.
Good evening.
Kitida is there.
बाकी रहेगा बंद कर दो उतना देर याद नहीं दिलाई कल सुबह चल जाएंगे हम ना तो लेते हुए जाएंगे हाँ 7 बजे खोल
Good evening.
Good evening.
कैसे हैं
Hi.
हाय डॉक्टर कैसे हैं
Hello. Hi.
Good evening,
Babulal ji, good evening.
Good evening.
Ashok. Pravana video. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
আর পানি হয়েছে আপনারটা
हम भी मीटिंग में हैं, हमारे को एक नोट कर दो।
পানি
मेरी आवाज आ रही है उसमें मीटिंग में?
बहुत जगह दिल्ली
आ रही है।
হয় নাকি ওকে
क्या मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
आ रही है सर, आ रही है।
पूरा आ रही है।
ठीक। हाँ। Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good evening, Horida.
Horida, good evening.
Good evening.
गुड इवनिंग
Mahmoud, good evening.
Mahmoud,
गुड इवनिंग
Good evening.
Good evening.
Horida.
Arindam da, good evening.
অরিন্দম গুড ইভিনিং
আমি আছি।
Harinarayan, how are you? Good evening.
অরিন্দম আমি আছি।
Hi.
মুখ দেখে বোঝা যায় না?
অরিন্দম গুড ইভিনিং।
Good evening.
Good evening.
আরে সুব্রত দা, কি খবর কি? কেমন আছো?
ভালো আছি।
गेट बंद करना
Hi.
নক্ষত্র কেমন আছো?
বাহ, নক্ষত্র।
নক্ষত্র।
Good evening.
हाँ।
Good evening. How
Nice to see নক্ষত্র। Good evening, Devashish.
भैया जी आइए क्या
Good evening.
Good evening.
वेलकम
Good evening. Good evening, Devashish. Good evening.
शिवाशीष
गाड़ी पे मत करता
हेलो
Good evening. Hello.
खाने पाव भाजी इतनी टेस्टी बनाई तो एक पाव खाता
अनुदा नहीं हो
অশোকদা কেমন আছো?
ठंडी तो है, चलनी चाहिए।
অশোকদা কেমন আছো?
খুব ভালো, খুব ভালো।
That side is all right only. That side too. They should start. मानस को बुला वो तो 15 minutes बाकी I don't know.
বালুর ঘরে তালা কেমন ঢুকেনি বালুর ঘরে। এটা বালুর ঘর ও তো খুলেই উঠেনি। হ্যালো ফোন করছিলাম আজকে।
Thank God for this.
Shyam.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mohanna. Nice to see you after a long time.
Nice.
Yes.
Same to you.
अरे दादा
The screen तो है visual. Is the visual good in the screen there?
ये तो कहाँ देखो यहाँ पे बैठा है
रख लेना। मैं अभी कर ही लेती हूँ क्योंकि
डबल 9 म्यूट बंद कर दो, म्यूट बंद करो। हाँ
Hey Daphne, how are you? She's on a call.
Hello, I'm good.
Yeah, too busy, no?
Huh?
Good busy in Malda.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
हाँ जरूर है।
Ashokda.
Hi, Shaida.
Good evening, Ashokda.
गुड इवनिंग, गुड इवनिंग।
Shaida, good evening.
Hey, good evening. অনেকদিন পর সবাইকে দেখছি।
ঠিকই।
অমিতাভ এখন পরিষ্কার দেখা যাচ্ছে।
Good evening, everybody. How are you?
उसने यही कहा था कि 2 तारीख
गुड इवनिंग गुड इवनिंग।
कैलाश हो गया।
Hey Niklesh.
क्या भेज दिया?
हेलो,
रात को मैं अभी चिकन बनाऊंगी।
मीटिंग में
आप तो नहीं खाओगे।
मीटिंग में मैं चल रहा हूँ, कोई करता हूँ।
आपके लिए मैं थोड़ा दाल भेजूंगी। माँ ने बनाया बहुत टेस्टी है मूंग की दाल।
छोले का दाल, छोले का दाल।
क्या वो केक है पता नहीं मैंगो। सुनिए ना, मैं आपको थोड़ा सा दाल दूंगी। हाँ, घर में मूंग का दाल बनाऊं, बड़ा माँ ने अच्छा उन लोगों को मैं चिकन दूंगी। वो वेरी गुड, तो मैं दाल दे दूंगी। मूंग दाल वो बिना प्याज मेहनत से है।
के फोन कोड से
ये पूरा वेज है, प्योर वेज। आइए अंदर। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি বলেছিলাম।
Good evening, Yash.
अच्छा लगा ना?
Vaibhav, welcome.
Good evening. ওইটা নতুন জিনিস বানাইছে লেখা পাঠাইছে।
Pramod, good evening.
Hi, good evening. আমি রাখবো খালি।
Good evening, Dina ji.
Lala ma'am,
Good evening, TGN.
Ram sir, good evening, good evening.
Where is
He is coming.
Yes sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
छोड़ दो
Where is our
ये सब।
DGE?
छोड़ दो और उल्टा सीधा वो
कैसे हैं आप?
হ্যাঁ গরম তো obviously গরম।
Good evening, Leela ma'am and yes sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine.
Nice to see you.
Yes, yes.
Hey, Ajit da, good evening. This is Danny.
Good evening.
So nice to see you.
Sida, good evening.
Sir and Lala ji, good evening, sir. Good evening,
Yeah, Ajit da.
sir, Lala ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lala.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Lot of background.
How are you, Ajit sir?
Ram sir. Good evening, sir.
Hello, Ajit sir.
Good evening. I'm fine.
Hey Rick.
Fine.
আজকে
Nice to see.
হ্যাপি বার্থডে।
Thank you.
করে দে।
Thank you so much.
Good evening, yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ashok ji, good evening, Pane sir.
না এটা আমার জুম চলছে।
Alexi, good evening.
ওই যে আরেকবার যে মিটিং চলছে তাদের সাথে বিশাল মিটিং
Good evening.
How are you, Sanjay?
হ্যাপি বার্থডে টু ইউ হ্যাপি বার্থডে
Birthday is it today?
হইলো হ্যাঁ তোমার বয়সটা বাড়লো
Hi, Sanjay, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
What day is it today?
হ্যাঁ যে তুমি 25 প্লাস হয়ে গেলে
Who is celebrating the birthday? Can we?
Yeah, somebody is celebrating birthday.
That's what. Like at least we should cut a virtual cake also then.
Yes.
Who is having a birthday? Harika, good evening.
Hi.
See, Cheryl, leave it here like this.
Yeah.
No, because so because another 5 minutes we are going to start only.
All phones on silent.
Hi, Harinan. How are you? Good evening, Harinan.
Good evening.
Hi.
No, ba.
हाथ से
For there, like Denny,
Yes.
Denny, we have missed out Sunil. PDG, Sunil.
Yeah, Sunil has joined.
Yeah, because he says like you joined at 7:05, you didn't notice him. Sunil.
No.
Hey.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You know, Sunil Bhaiya,
Good
they
evening,
did not
Sunil
notice you because both of us, we look alike. No, that's why. That's why they missed out. Otherwise,
No, we are searching for
I did not know that we both look alike.
अरे इसकी बैटरी आ रही है 27 हो गई है
Another 5 minutes and we are starting. 7:30 we start. Dot. No.
He will not have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Masala tea. Three masala
Devasis, we are missing the first lady.
Yes.
First lady is sitting in the other room.
Okay. No, that's not that.
Uh-huh.
See her face. We want
Hi.
her to have a camera
But
in front of her.
Devasis is the
Hello.
Devasis is the
Haha, Shivchandu, I can see you.
I think the first lady must be in the conference. So we are missing out her in the conference.
Wait, I'll tell her to come and show her face once.
One I
But only once.
Just एक बार चेरिश को बुलाओ, नहीं तो फिर. Yeah, because
Conclave secretary Subrata
spotlighting.
once I start the meeting, then.
इसको president कैसे बनाया तो and then नहीं सोबन का हमको आज उल्टा पासा हमको बोला है पर्सनली बात तो बात करें Dennis is coming in this room but thereafter I will go that
by December. Play by December.
Danny, please mute everybody.
I think so.
Danny, please mute everybody.
Subrata,
I'll be. Right. Let us this time. Let us.
there. Annie, can you see now? Huh?
Good first lady.
There. So
that's the way.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
We can see the DG and the first lady now.
Yeah, you can see.
Yes.
We are going to start the meeting, so after that she will be going to the next room with the other members. Okay.
Governor, we are delighted to see both you clothes.
Can I see my RIPR once?
Yes.
Yes. Spotlight on our RIPR.
Audio lost. Audio.
Person takes care of that is better. Getting into that will be difficult.
I'm there. Devashish, I'm there.
Okay, sir.
I'm looking at beautiful couple.
Hi from both of us, sir.
I can show you my photograph.
Lalita,
she's joining me.
Okay, sir. Okay. Now we have enough participants. I think we should. Danny, we should start now.
We can start now. I think yes.
Yeah. You can both sit there.
Arindam, please mute everybody else.
Yeah, I'm muting.
Danny.
Danny, you unmute camera 1, camera 2, and camera 3.
We have Rajaji here, so I'm just cutting in to him for just 1 minute. I didn't notice him at first. Yeah. So welcome, Rajaji. Welcome to District 3240. Arey, why is unmuted? Devashish muted.
Devashish has to be unmute.
Can you unmute him?
Yeah, I have asked him to unmute. Yeah.
Yeah, Devashish, you're unmuted now. You can speak.
Should
His sound is not
Danny,
coming.
like it's
Yes.
7:30. We are going to
Yeah.
start the
So
meeting now.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Should we? It's okay.
Just one moment.
Okay.
I'll change the Okay, we can start now.
But camera is muted, in fact.
Can it be unmuted?
I'm asking to unmute.
Whose camera?
Camera
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The
Camera
the
one.
one. The one.
That is
which-
okay because that is no need because Devashish will be speaking from
Okay.
the
Okay.
beginning.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you can start, Devash. What happened?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Arundhati,
So
we can.
please everyone say hello.
Hi.
Hi. Please everyone say hello.
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 Hi.
Hello. Can you say hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, we can
Please
hear
say
you.
hello.
We can hear you. Yes.
Come on, everybody, say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. As a president.
Good evening. Good evening, friends. I think Danny, you need to mute everyone.
Yeah.
I'm muting.
Okay.
I'm muting.
Yeah.
Muting.
I'll just mute it.
Devashish, you unmute yourself. Yeah, it's okay.
Good evening, friends. Friends, this is a very special occasion. And if things had gone according to our plan, we would not have this interaction in this mode of a virtual world in the confines of our homes. This is something very, very unique, that in the confines of our homes that we are having a virtual interaction. If we had our own way, the Shillong conference would have been in the pine-scented hill crests of Shillong on the 3rd and 4th of April 2020. And friends, we had registrations, more than 1,500 registrations for the Shillong Conclave from all across the district, from all across the world. But that was not supposed to be. The COVID pandemic brought everything to a standstill. But whatever it is, we said, let us at least interact with each other. Let us at least greet each other. And let's meet each other, even if it is virtual. With these few words, let me invite the conference chair, Rotarian Kishan Tibrewal, to welcome you all by first calling the meeting to order, the district conference, the virtual district conference to order. Over to Rotarian Kishan Tibrewal.
Thank you, District Governor Debashish, for giving me the privilege of calling the virtual conference to order. I take this opportunity to call the Shillong Conclave 2020 to order. I hope all the Rotarians from across the district and beyond have joined us. First and foremost, is there a glitch?
Yes, somebody's sharing the screen. I think
Somebody
Vivek is sharing the screen.
screen.
Okay, I've stopped it. Yeah, go on.
Okay. Good evening, friends, and welcome to the first ever virtual conference of Rotary International 3240 district, fondly christened as Shillong Conclave 2020. I would like to convey my warmest regards and greetings to each and all who have logged in today and who had made plans to come to Shillong. Particularly, I would like to mention our esteemed RIPR, PDG Ranjit, Rotarian Ranjit Bhatia, who is joining from Kurukshetra, Haryana. Rotary International Director, Rotarian Bharat Pandya from Bombay, rather Mumbai. Our District Governor, Rotarian Dr. Debashish Das, who is by my side in Shillong. Our Margdarshak, past District Governors of District 3240 and beyond, of which PDG Rotarian Manas Chaudhary is by my side in Shillong. District Governors of other districts who have joined us today. Shri Ashish Vidyarthi, noted actor and inspirational speaker, who has logged in from Mumbai. Rotarian Monica Chanda of the Rotary Club of Orchid City, Shillong, who has organized the welcome dance for us today. Srimati Rajoshi Vidyarthi, who would perform in interludes today. District officials who have tirelessly worked during the entire term. The District Conference Organizing Committee members who have spent practically the whole year to perfect the proposed district conference. Finally, esteemed Rotarians, ANS, Rotarylets, Rotaractors, Interactors who had registered for the conference and others who are joining today. Welcome to the virtual Shillong Conclave 2020. First and foremost, we regret having missed the pleasure of hosting you all at Shillong during the beautiful month of April this year, owing to the outbreak of COVID-19, which has prevented all types of gatherings. We had fortunately clocked a figure of 1,500 plus delegates registered and expected to touch 2,000 on the D-Day. We had planned the Shillong Conclave 2020 in great detail, with a lot of love and care, and would have impressed you all with our programs and hospitality. However, the God Almighty had other plans, and here we meet on a virtual platform. Let's enjoy this. However, we look forward to call you all to Shillong in the near future on a different Rotary program. We all are living in a pivotal moment in Rotary's history and would like to exhort you all committed Rotarians to remember our greatest strength, how Rotary connects the world. We have to work hard to find solutions through our creativity, our resources, our dedication, and our networks. Rotary can and will open opportunities to face these challenges. So buck up, dear Rotarians, tighten your belt to serve the community with renewed vigor and enthusiasm. For we all together shall overcome this pandemic and other roadblocks that lay ahead of mankind. Thank you each and everyone for joining us today this evening on the virtual conclave. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kishan, our conference chair, to give us this welcome address. I would now request Rotarian Monica, a member of the Rotary Club of Orchid City and the artistic director of Gitanjali Dance Academy, for so she has choreographed a dance performance for this Shillong Conclave. So this was supposed to have been performed during the real performance on stage, but because of this virtual platform, she is doing it from the studio of Gitanjali Dance Academy. So over to Monica for the invocation dance from Gitanjali Dance Academy. Denny, could you please spotlight on Monica?
Yeah, Vivek is helping her. I think they were the one who started the screen share, so they will be doing it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Monica herself is not logged in yet.
Okay.
Opening dance to Swahili.
Yeah, please start. We are waiting.
Yes, start. Monica is ready.
Yeah, they are, because I just called them. They are.
Okay. So
Vivek is doing it from that end. Just
if we
yeah. Okay, we got it. Yes.
Okay.
Vivek, you have to turn the camera around.
Turn the camera, Vivek. It is.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, Monica, please start.
Yeah, we can't hear her. We can't hear her.
I think she's too far away from the mobile. Yeah.
Yeah, Madhuvanti, at least if you could speak something before you, what's the theme about?
I think they are speaking, but they're too far away from the camera.
No, we can't hear them. We can't hear them. We can't hear them. We can't.
Can you just can someone just give a call to Vivek?
I think this would be difficult now, right at this moment.
I will do.
I think we can do this invocation or something later. Let me address. Yeah, let's. If you allowed.
You want me to stop this?
Danny?
Yeah,
I think
you
so.
want me to stop this?
If I think so, like let's get on to like later. See, they've started.
The dance is starting, so let it be. Let it be.
I do not know. Manasda is calling up from where? I don't know.
Manasda is calling from Manasda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they are starting. Let it be. Okay, they are sharing for the mobile. That is the problem.
That's the problem. Yes.
This would be a problem actually.
That sound is coming now. Can you remove the screen from? I do not know who's.
No, we cannot move.
We cannot do it. We cannot do it. Only Vivek.
Yes.
Okay, done. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Sound is going on.
সুন্দরী নাচটা হচ্ছিল একই সঙ্গে হচ্ছে দেখো কিন্তু একটু কেটে কেটে যাচ্ছে
That's quite good.
That refuses to be stopped. May we too be able to erase our barriers and flow into that sea of love, hope, and a collective humanity.
I think your network issues were there. I think we need to give a round of applause for Monica and her team, that in spite of difficulties, in spite of the problems with their network, the bandwidth was low, but still they could manage to perform the invocation dance for all of us. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Madhavanti. Thank you, the students of Gitanjali Dance Academy, for that wonderful invocation dance. Let me now give my address to the members, to the Rotarians of our district, to the Rotarians who have joined from various districts. Our chairman, Rotarian Kishan Tibrewal, has already welcomed all of you, but it's my turn now, it's my duty now to welcome you again on my personal behalf. Rotary International President Representative Ranjit Bhatia, RI Director Bharat Pandya, who would be joining us, our keynote speaker, Ashish Vidyarthi, we have a host of luminaries this evening. Past RI President Raja Sabu, whom we saw, past RI Director Yashpal Das, a number of past district governors from 3080, past district governors of our district, my beloved Rotarians of our district, our Rotary Anns, Rotarylets, who are all here for this virtual conclave. Today's occasion is special to me. And friends, let me tell you, I feel a lump in my throat as I bring to close one of the most memorable years in my life. I'm reaching the end of my journey as your district governor. And usually I'm someone who likes to wrap up things quietly and step back into the background when I have completed my duties. But this time, I want to soak in a little more of the spotlight with all of you. And this was the reason why we thought of having this virtual conclave. Let me first thank all those who supported me in my role as the district governor. And friends, being the captain of a ship means nothing without the courage of the crew. And we battled the choppy waters together while exploring new horizons and creating new opportunities. We conquered many situations together, and I never lost my confidence in finding a resolution because I knew I had a united collective of dedicated Rotarians who believed in me and had faith in my abilities. And these impeccable Rotarian personalities and great friends of mine were always there to support me. In the end, we always turned the difficult days into great triumphs by our integrity and influence. The guidance, friends, let me tell you, was always readily available at every turn. Senior Rotarians and the past district governors were always prompt with their advice, and that is priceless leadership knowledge. They shared with me without hesitation. And friends, so when the years pile up and someone opens the dusty pages of time and looks back at my year of 2019-20 as the district governor of 3240, I'm sure it was all because of the collective effort of all the Rotarians of our district that we did something wonderful. Friends, I'm reminded of a sentence from Stephen Garrett, and which I felt was appropriate for my role as a district governor. And Stephen Garrett mentioned, I shall pass through this world but once. Any good, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness that I can show to any human being, let me do it now. Let me not differ or neglect, for I shall not pass this way again. It's so true for my role as a district governor. I had 1 year. I will not become the district governor again. So it was my duty to do something for my beloved district 3240. Friends, many of you are aware that there were many highlights of the year. And I would just like to just list few because we have other things to do today.
Yeah.
But what are the other highlights? There is some sound, Denny. Like I do not know from where it's coming. Like
yeah, I have muted it.
Yeah. Okay. So for the benefit of the Rotarians of our district and for the from all over, what were my achievements? Let me highlight few. We took out the GML, the Governor's Monthly Letter, every month. We wished our Rotarians on their birthdays and anniversaries. We chartered 4 new clubs this year. 150 new members came to our fold of Rotary when it came to membership strength. We conducted 4 assemblies. We had 4 foundation seminars. Friends who have joined us from other districts will realize that our district is a vast district. And being a vast district, it is not possible to have only 1 assembly or 1 seminar and cover up the whole district. So I had to do 4. I had to do 4 assemblies, 4 foundation seminars. But ultimately, it reaped benefits for the district. This was 1 year where the foundation was very kind to us. The Rotary Foundation was very kind to us. We managed to get 7 approved global grants this year. 7 approved global grants is not a small number, worth $4 lakh US. The district grants was given to us at an amount of around 60,000 US dollars. We managed to get the Rotary Disaster Response Grant. When you think about the district grant, we are supposed to provide the vending machines and incinerators, Century vending machine and incinerators to all the clubs of our district. And it's not only the vending machine and incinerator, we are supposed to install 2 manufacturing units. The global grants, which were approved to the tune of $4 lakh US, also has the Rotary Signature Project in it. And what is this Rotary Signature Project all about? The Rotary Blood Bank, the Rotary Eye Hospital, the Orthopedic Rehabilitation Center coming up in Guwahati at a cost of $2,20,000 US. Friends, the COVID wasn't a problem at all for us. Being a service organization, whatever service we did in the pre-COVID area, we did much more of a work in the post-COVID area. And friends, all the 92 clubs came up to do something exceptionally well in the post-COVID area. When Sharad, in the post-COVID area, we did exceptionally well, whether it was the funds given to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund or the Chief Minister's Fund, or to provide food to the needy, or to provide sanitizers and masks to whoever needed it. It was all given by all the 92 clubs. So we did exceptionally well. And the project was termed as We Care. Friends, this is what we did when it came to the grants which we received. We are setting up 7 Mother's Milk Bank. We have the VTT team coming up from UK in the next few months. So these are the wonderful projects which we have undertaken this year through the global grants. I'm also very happy to announce out here that the contribution to the foundation would be definitely at an all-time high. And when I say that it would be an all-time high, because we have already achieved a target of $100 US per capita. We are reaching a target of around $4 lakh to the giving to the foundation. we would be the highest, more or less, to give to the polio fund. An amount of around $50,000 going to the polio fund is not a small amount which is going to the polio fund. We have been in a position to have 7 level 1 major donors, 3 level 2 major donors, and the participation of all the clubs in the district to the Rotary Foundation. This is something which we are proud of. And the last, which I'm so very proud of my district, is a district which did not have the district bylaws in the last 30 years, is going to have the district bylaws to be effective from 1st of July 2020. All the Rotarians were involved in framing the district bylaws. And this is something which I'm so very proud of. These were the highlights of the year. And I'm sure that my successor, Subhashish, would be taking the district to further heights. This is something which I wanted to share with all the Rotarians of our district today, that we have done exceptionally well. Tomorrow is the inauguration of the Rotary Signature Project, which is coming up in Guwahati. And this is an invitation to all of you that even if it is in the virtual mode, please join us at around 10:30 a.m. in the morning for the inauguration and the dedication of the Rotary Signature Project in Guwahati. Thank you all, dear friends, for joining us for this virtual district conference.
Friday, Bharat Pandya has joined.
Okay. If he has joined, then at least if you could spotlight once and then.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Nice.
Good evening, Devashish.
Good evening, sir. Nice.
Good evening, Ranjit.
Nice seeing you, sir. At least you took out time from your busy schedule, at least.
Friday, 8 o'clock, 8:03, I am here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. After this address, I would request our RIPR, Ranjit Bhatia ji, to join us. Friends, it has, though we are not seeing him physically, but the moment I got the information that our RIPR would be past district governor Ranjit Bhatia from 3080, and when we started communicating to each other, without seeing him, without knowing him, I could make out that the person on the other side would be definitely someone who is very humble and gentle. I got the information from his batchmate, past district governor Udaymani Pradhan of our district, his batchmate, and I got to realize that definitely our RIPR Ranjit Bhatia ji is a very, very simple person who does not have any airs in him. And we were really looking forward to seeing him personally. But unfortunately, he's not in a position to join us physically. We are meeting him virtually. And our invitation will always be there for you, sir, so that we can host you in Shillong sometime or the other. Friends, for all of you, let me tell you that past district governor Ranjit Bhatia was the charter member of Rotary Club of Panipat Midtown. He joined Rotary in 1988. And what was interesting is here is a man who has a passion for medical missions. And imagine in 2019 also, he was there in Madagascar for the medical mission. A district trainer for 3080, and that too also not once, thrice, and who runs an export business in textiles, and married happily to Anne Lalita, and both of them are major donors. Friends, May I now request all of you to welcome RIPR Ranjit Bhatia sir to our virtual conclave and listen to his address. Welcome, sir, to our virtual conclave.
Could you unmute yourself, sir?
So please unmute.
Yeah. Yeah, now we can.
Yeah, he's unmuted. Yeah.
No,
Again,
he's once
he's
again.
muted.
Oh, he's again muted. Yeah, it's okay now. Yes, we can see you perfectly.
Yeah, we can see you,
Thank you,
sir.
DG. Thank you, DG, Dr. Devashish, for introducing me. Well, we have the gracious presence of our RI Director Bharat and my leaders also, Raja and Yash is there, and my other mates, general officers from District 3080. Most of them, rather all of them are there on the Zoom meeting. They are watching the conference chair, Kishan, PDG Manas, First Lady, Dr. Cherry, leaders and Rotarians of District 3080, 3240, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and namaskar. I and Lalita are excited to be with you all through virtually for this Shillong Conclave, Love, Hope and Beyond. Though we would have enjoyed to be with you for 3 days in April, but because of COVID pandemic, the whole world has stopped. So all the Rotary programs, including convention, has been cancelled. We miss the opportunity to meet you personally at that conference, but never mind. Maybe soon, if God willing, we will visit your district 3240 and would like to be a guest of Dr. Devashish after this COVID. Lalita and I are thankful to world leader, President Bark and spouse Gay to represent them on this Conclave 2020, Love, Hope and Beyond. We, along with the Rotarians of District 3080, bring greetings to all of you and best wishes for Governor Devashish and First Lady Dr. Cherry. Devashish has said all about the projects, what he has done. And as I know, it's a fairly large district, 92 clubs, and he has achieved all the targets in spite of this COVID. Congratulations, Dr. Devashish, and congratulations to all the Rotarians of your district and your team as well for this wonderful projects you have been doing. Especially you have done membership, you have achieved your target of foundation. This is all-time high. So once again, God bless you. Rotary gives a person a noble purpose to his or her life. People who join Rotary learn to ease life's burden for others. When you join Rotary, we find a way to a meaningful life as we discover the potential to bring hope to a large section of people in a community, but who would have otherwise languished in poverty and despair. Mother Teresa, who had once said, we feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean. But if that drop was not in ocean, I think the ocean would be less because of that missing drop. So each of Rotarian and Rotary clubs are like that drop in the ocean, which would fill up the ocean to serve the humanity. We have to demonstrate great devotion, passion, and love for the goals and objective of Rotary. I must tell you that world leader, President Mark, has given us a theme, Rotary Connects the World. It's very, very meaningful. It gives the opportunity to grow in each social and business circle. I would like to share two short incidents in my life for Rotary, which are very appropriate to this theme, Rotary Connects the World. In 2001, I'm sorry, I went to attend the convention in San Diego, in San Antonio, of the Frank Dublin Create Awareness and Take Action. I, along with my past district governor, Hemant from my district, we reached the convention and checked into the hotel, which was a convention hotel. We were greeted there by an Indian, and he said, "Are you from Pakistan?" I said, "No, we are from India." He said, "Well, I'm from Pakistan. You are Rotarian." I said, "Yes, we are Rotarian." He said, "I was Rotarian in Pakistan, but now I'm in US. So far, I have not joined Rotary, but welcome to the San Antonio." Well, 3 days we enjoyed the convention. We enjoyed the hospitality there. And 4th day, when we were checking out, at the counter, I received a bill of only $500 US because that hotel was for $250 per night. But looking at the bill, because we enjoyed the hospitality of the hotel as well, so it could have been $1,000. When I checked out, I said, "There is something wrong in the bill." She said, "No, it is okay, because the guy who is there in the room, he has waived off all your charges." I said, "Who is that guy?" When I went as a courtesy to meet him, I found out the same guy who was from Karachi, Pakistan. He greeted me. He said, "Mr. Bhatia, how are you? How you enjoyed the hospitality of the hotel?" I said, "Well." He said, "Look, you are our guest. You are guest of Rotary. So we are charging you only 50%. So that was amazing. And it is the wonderful of the Rotary organization, which of course connected with me to a Rotarian of different world. Till today, we are with each other with emails, we interact. So that is the power of Rotary, which connects the world. Similarly, in my business also, I'm into textile export. And recently, 2 years back, I started manufacturing ladies' handbag in my unit. So my design team told me that we have to look for the leather out of Calcutta or from Chennai. So we have to find out the sources. Well, I called my batchmate, past RI Director Bhaskar, that I want somebody from Chennai who can supply me leather. He said, "Ranjit, wait for another 15-20 minutes. I will give you a contact." And believe me, within 15-20 minutes, he gave me a contact of past President Suresh Rajora from Chennai. I contacted him. He said, "Mr. Bhatia, welcome. Please come to Chennai with your design manager, because I've got so many leather designs which you can see and select. Anyway, and next 2 days we were in Chennai. We enjoyed his hospitality, and he gave us the right quality of leather for manufacturing ladies' bag. So that is the power of Rotary, which has connected me in the business also through someone in Chennai. And so far we are getting a very good supplies from him. And that is where the Rotary connects the world with this thing. Now, Dr. Devashish has given a theme to this conclave: love, hope, and beyond. Well, we all know that after the World War II, when Japan surrendered after the tragedy of atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the whole Japan was in ruin and devastated. People of Japan were directionless. But one thing was there. They had love for their country with a hope to rebuild the nation. And as we all know, that Japan is the most prosperous, developed, and peace-loving country of the world. So that is the love, hope, and they went beyond that. Martin Luther said, love is the only force which transforms our enemy into a friend. Similarly, we all know Rotary is a wonderful organization which teaches us love for family, friends, community, nation, and the whole world. And hope. Tom Watt said, they say a person needs just 3 things to be truly happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. And beyond, we all know PRIP Raja had given a theme, look beyond yourself. Then he went further with serving beyond the boundaries by taking the medical missions to the most underprivileged countries of Africa, and still his plate is full of missions. And recently, Dr. Bharat Pandya was also with him in Zimbabwe. He also attended the medical mission. So similarly, Rotary had also had a vision of Peace Scholar Program, which is also a thought of better future for tomorrow. This is what Rotary is looking beyond with love and hope. On the concluding note, I wish all the best to outgoing leadership and hope you had a wonderful time under the direction of Dr. Devashish and with your senior leaders. My compliment and best wishes to this conclave team for organizing this virtually conference for us. And in the end, I would like to give a couplet. सोच बदलोगे सितारे बदल जाएंगे, नजर बदलोगे नजारे बदल जाएंगे, किश्ती बदलने की जरूरत नहीं, दिशा बदलोगे किनारे बदल जाएंगे. May God bless you all. Stay safe, happy, with love to all and everyone. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful message. It was excellent, sir. The way you put it, how Rotary has connected you, and basically for all of us, Rotary connects the world. The theme was so very apt when you gave those examples and the anecdotes. Thank you so very much, sir. Our invitation, our open-hearted invitation is still with you. Once everything is okay, when the time is right, we shall see you out here in Shillong. Thank you, sir, once again. Friends, moving on, we have with us a multi-dimensional woman. And friends, she is a woman who occupies the realms of music, theater, film, and leadership, all combined together. So 4 things with her, and all 4 with elegance and grit. And who is she? She's none other than Rajoshi. Rajoshi Vidyarthi. She is popularly known as Pillu. And many of you might have seen the soap opera Suhani Si Ek Ladki. She's there in that soap opera Suhani Si Ek Ladki. And what is very interesting is, she being, of course, like I'm also a proud Bengali, so she runs a passion group of Bengali adults, adolescents, and children called Chutir Pathshala since 2007, keeping the Bengali communities bonded, where culture becomes the glue. So this is an association, Chutir Pathshala, which she runs, which she's been associated with since 2007. She leads intensive workshops for various sectors. And in her words, listen to the sound of your soul. What a statement. Listen to the sound of your soul. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Pillu for this virtual conclave. And let us hear from her. Pillu, Rajoshi, it's yours now. The floor is yours. Danny?
Yeah, I can find Ashish Vidyarthi, but I can't find Rajashri.
Pillu? She has logged in with.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, there.
Yeah,
Pillu
okay.
is there.
Yeah.
Pillu is there.
Namaskar.
Could you start speaking? I'll spotlight.
Namaskar, yeah.
So thank you so much. The introduction was very overwhelming. Ato sundar kore apni bollen. So I think we will move along with. We have a certain design that Ashish has thought of. So let that be a surprise. So let Ashish come and speak a few words, and then we will take you through the music also.
Okay, Pillu. Yeah.
I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, Ashish.
So, आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत है. And very, very inspiring beginning, if I may say, right from the word go. It has been a very, very inspiring beginning. And we are in the presence of an amazing reality, dear friends. So this evening, we are going to match what is there, and we'll create a conversation. Now, if you had noticed, just as we began the event, there were some people, Didi was performing, and we could hear, we had a lot of problem listening to. Now that is the reality, please get it. Technology is trying to keep pace with our aspiration, with our hope. It has allowed us to move and move mountains. And we are today meeting across different paths through hundreds and thousands of kilometers. We are still meeting, but still technology has challenges. And therefore today, even though earlier we had planned that Pilu and I will speak in between, we'll do music in between my conversation, but technology is not allowing us there because it's a drop in sound. So what we are doing is that I'm going to have a small bit of a conversation with you, and then Pilu will come and take us to another level. So are we ready for that conversation? All right, so I got to hear from you all. Are we ready for that conversation?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So let's begin with connecting with hope and beyond. What a powerful line. Very, very inspiring. Consider for a moment. Let's consider for a moment that it is all in the present. So we'll all go mute. All right. So this conversation bases the present. So we're going to have an interesting conversation, and since it's going to be a conversation, I want people to respond to things that I'm going to talk about, because my conversation will be inside of questions. So are you ready to respond to questions? If you're ready, say yes. And if you're ready, say yes.
Yes. But if we unmute everybody, then there might be quite a
no need to unmute. You can just have to type in yes if you're ready for a conversation. So this is not going to be a speech, my friend. This is going to be a conversation, and I want you to get that in this conversation there are only two people, you and me. All right. So we're going to make the most of this moment that we are together. I completely get that we are away from the beautiful smell of the pines. We are very far away from the pine cone, but I am there with you because I know each one of us is bonded by belief in humanity. So dear friends, today as I begin this conversation with each one of us, I'm excited because I think it was a year back that I came down to Shillong. I came to speak at the IIM, and that's where I met some dear friends. Monica DC I met a year back. And at that point itself, she said that I must visit Shillong again. And I said, oh, yes, I want to. So one thing is very clear. We will make things happen in spite of what happens. So this is the beginning of the conversation. Let's begin with that fantastic thing called what if. What if? Do you know how powerful if is? If is something which allows us to think of something which isn't there, except if is like if only that were there, if only that were there. So one of the most powerful things that I have discovered in life is that there is nothing called if only, there's only something called now. And in this now, if we are clear that we want to create something extraordinary, then that if becomes a possibility. So the first question I want to ask you, these amazing Rotarians who are sitting there, isn't it true that you, each one of you, have created worlds, not waited for if onlys? Isn't it true? If it's yes, just say yes. Put it on the chat. I got it. True. I got it, my friend. This conversation is with people who have not said if only. This conversation is with people who have said, yes, I will, and yes, we will. Amra eta korbo. Eta bhabbo na ki hote parte? Hote parto ki? Amar Bangla bhalo na. Tobu ami Banglateo bolte cheshta korbo. Amake khama korben. But I really want to reach out for us to really get this conversation is about people who have created, and I'm sitting with them. So it's an absolute privilege. This conversation is about moving life. Life for me is not static. Life for me is moving. Isn't it true for you, dear friends? Just look back upon your life. Were things ever clear in our life? Amra shobai ke mute korte pari ki? Let's get everybody neutral. Did we ever know what's going to happen next? Ever? We never knew that. I got it, my friend. We never knew that. So what is it that we are scared of now? Look, I have spent my life playing a villain. All my life, I played a villain. 230 plus films across 11 languages, villain. Nearly 200 villains. I've died, I think, nearly 200 times as a villain. I know what a villain is. Have you ever considered, you know, when scripts are written, they say, you want to make a strong villain. When you make a strong villain, then the hero becomes strong. But you know what has happening in this present scenario? We are making a very strong villain of something called COVID-19. And that villain seems to be disempowering heroes like you and me. So the first thing that we really want to get, what is the power that you and I are giving to COVID-19? Because whatever power we give to that, it takes that power. And I want you to really consider that even before COVID-19, you had to deal with issues. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? Didn't we all have issues even before this March? Yes or yes? I got that. But we didn't stop, dear friends, because each life, each day of our life, we have dealt with issues and gone about that. This conversation is about connecting hope and beyond. This conversation is not just dealing with this. This will be dealt with some way or the other. This conversation is about a journey where you and I are moving in the direction that we really wanted to move in. Each of the things that you have done, each of the contributions that I've been hearing, each of the contributions I know Rotary is engaging in. It's been a long, long walk, dear friends, one day at a time, but in service of a passion which goes beyond the today. So the first thing that I want to begin with, and that's something which I hold very dear, is let's not create something so big that it disempowers us. I don't care what it is doing. As far as I'm very, very clear that it cannot stop us, whatever be our mission. Are we clear that our mission, our goal, our dream has a life longer than this virus? Are we clear about that? I got that. So this is the beginning of the conversation, because, dear friends, I am clear that storms don't last and dreams don't perish. This conversation is about a dreamer. And when you dream, I'm clear that the pathway of the dream is paved by reality. And you and I are going to travel through this reality and reach that dream. I want to ask you a question. Have any one of you seen, I don't think you would have played, even I have not played, that game called Mario, a computer game, Mario? Have you ever played it? Have you seen people play it? Yeah. The Mario game, you know, it jumps over walls, you know, goes over things, goes over trees, again jumps, there's some fire, does that. It used to be a very, very interesting game. Yeah, we've all seen it. I never played it. I saw my son used to play. I used to tell him, don't play. And of course, he used to play. Now, very recently, a millennial colleague of mine asked me, is life like a game of Mario? I've never been asked that question before, but something struck me and I want to share that with you. If I think about it, and everything that I'm saying, please put it in your context. Just see how it works for you, all right? Just put it in the context of your own life. Consider for a moment, my friend, that for me, I do not wake up each day to jump over walls, you know, or to deal with ditches, or to handle fire. I don't do it for that. I don't wake up for that. But I wake up each morning to do something amazing, something which inspires me. Isn't it true for you? Yeah, it's true for each one of us. We really want to do something more. We want to do something for our family, for ourselves, for the nation, for the community. We want to do something that makes us get up each morning. And now comes the interesting part. Even as we are in that journey, like Mario, each day we will have to deal with the ditches and the walls and the fires and the things and all the things that we need to do. Consider for a moment, that question opened up one thing for me, that however lofty my dreams are, however phenomenal those passion of mine is, this today can do me in. This today can break all my dreams into smithereens. Therefore, I respect the day. And since I respect the day, I have to take care of it. I cannot afford to create such loss of hope that I can't deal with this today. Because dreams are at stake. And when I'm speaking to Rotarians, the future of my country, the future of this world is at stake. This conversation is about beyond hope. It's about hope, not just for this moment, but for eons. So let's now slightly change the topic. Let's just look at what is it that we were planning for 2020 that went awry. 2020, we thought, well, amazing, you know, super. We're going to play it like 2020. Cricket, tak, tak, tak. Didn't happen. We're trying to imagine that, you know, everything that we did not do before that, we're going to accomplish in 2020. 2020 is the same year, yeah. Except that it's created a havoc because collectively our heart is broken. It's not a singular heartbreak, it's a collective heartbreak. And in this collective heartbreak, where there is no one who's going to say that, okay, it's going to be all right. Everybody's saying, we don't know when it's going to be all right. This is the moment where individual leaders and individual hope has to stand, because there is no collective hope. This is an important conversation. This is a conversation where leadership cannot give you hope because individuals have lost hope, and therefore the role of you and me is important. We cannot count on someone else to give us hope, dear friend. 2020 is about you and I having hope and handing that torch of hope to people. Are you ready to light up others' life? And the only thing that can blow away that torch is the power that we give to COVID-19. I refuse to give it that power. I just turned down that offer. I'm very clear that I will create what I am committed to any which way. Because I'll tell you, I admit something to you. I don't know about you. Even before COVID, I had many such COVIDs in my life. I have seen failure. Just want to check. Haven't you ever seen failure before? Haven't you ever seen things that you could never overcome? Please tell me. Haven't you seen failure before? You have seen it. I got it, Dr. Anjana Somala. I got it. We have all seen failure. You know what's the best part? You survived it, dear friend. I survived it. Who knows? I'll survive this too. Who knows? You will survive this too. It's a beautiful story that I heard some time back, and I love it. It says that there was this football match happening between two teams, two kids playing, and one of the teams was losing. There were just 2 minutes left, and all had given up except for one child. He was going for the ball. He was just trying to get every ball and trying to score. In the end, within 15 seconds of the match ending, just before that, he got the ball and he scored. And not once, he scored twice. Guess what? They won. Yay! Everybody shouted. Everybody was happy. One person who was a spectator went down to that boy and said, "Come here, Beta. Come here. Tell me." Even as just those last few seconds were left, I saw you're still playing for it. How come? How come you did not give up hope? And the child said one beautiful thing. He said, "Why, uncle? The referee had not blown the whistle yet." The referee hasn't blown the whistle yet, my friend. And for us, it's very critical that when we start giving up one person at a time, we add to the collective lowering of morale. It's very important, dear friends, that in this world which is today filled with naysayers, you be one person who says, yay, not nay, yay. And that's where I come to this very interesting part for me, where I ask myself a question, and I'm asking you, what do you want to gift yourself today? What do you want to gift yourself today? Because each day, we are clear, is a gift, right? And in that today, whatever that we are going to gift to ourselves is going to remain with us. अपनी निजे के की गिफ्ट करते चान আমাকে বলুন তো क्या चीज है जो आप अपने को गिफ्ट करना चाहते हैं আপনি কি এই জিনিস গিফট করতে চান কি হবে না কিচ্ছু হবে না জানি না কি হবে কবে খুলবে কি না ফিউচারে কি হবে are we just going to gift ourselves those kind of dilemmas which just this completely kind of deflate us? I have a choice. Either I can gift myself that, or I can gift myself, Ashish, you're alive. जिसको हिंदी में मैं कहता हूं मैं जिंदा हूं 55 साल का हूं और जिंदा हूं 55 साल का हूं और धोखा हूं जीने में और जिंदा रहने में फर्क होता है दोस्त there's a difference between alive and alive at this moment long before the virus does anything to us we are doing it to us therefore dear friends please get this stop complaining I have taken away my right to complain about it because guess what this is it and in this scenario I want to gift myself hope I want to gift myself love and I want to gift myself the commitment to make a difference to this world isn't that your game so it's a question because for me the biggest person who fights contribution is regret on one side is contribution the other side is regret at one end are people who say you know I did this then I contributed this then I added a value to this and the other person is if only I could if only I did if only you dear friends are contribution personified that's why you are proud Rotarians each example that I was hearing it's an example of who you are it's who you are and therefore you are a Rotarian this conversation is how will it be that if we can actually stand for what contribution is which is I will not give up I will not give in to regret I will not start each sentence with you know if only why if only do you ever say if only I was dead we don't say that do we my friends we are alive and we are going through this period this period is not for those who knew who know who thought no this period is for those like you and me who are ready to maneuver through life and admit it dear friends the esteemed set that I'm seeing here you have successfully maneuvered through life that time the villain had another name that time the villain was not called COVID it was called something else but you did maneuver through it yes or yes welcome to a villain with a new name I am going very very strong because right after this Pilu is going to be the salve for you is going to be the balm for you but the villain has a role to play dear friend this villain doesn't take the name of the other villain he just calls it COVID-19 because this villain is saying क्या कहते हैं लोहा ही लोहा को काटता है मैं इसलिए खड़ा हूं आपके साथ दोस्त therefore the person who's sitting in front of you is a chameleon. Girgit. How does it feel if somebody calls you Girgit? Girgit, I will go. What if I call you, hey, Girgit? You'll say, why are you calling me Girgit? Why do you call me a chameleon? Girgiti আমাকে কেন ডাকছেন আপনি? हैं? আমি কি गिरगिटी? हम सबको बहुत बुरा लगता है ना जब कोई गिरगिट कहता है हमको. Any idea why? Any idea why you think it's horrible to be called a girgit, a chameleon? Who's going to tell me why it's horrible to be called a girgit? Quickly tell me, what is horrible about a girgit? Yes, it changes colors. Very good. Changes colors. Super. Changes colors. Changes its colors. Absolutely. Everybody is agreed. Changes colors. My friend, the person who is sitting in front of you is a girgit, is a chameleon. You know why a girgit changes colors? Any idea? Who will tell me? Why does a girgit change colors? To hide, got it. Why else does it change colors? Merge with, beautiful, to protect, beautiful, to adjust to the situation. I love it. To suit the environment, Chiranjeev, fantastic. For defense, to adapt, love it. Vishwajit, superb. That's the thing. Now, please understand, the girgit, the chameleon, is the ultimate adapter. This time needs you and me to adapt, my friends. This is not how it used to be. The how it used to be is out and gone. This is now, how am I needing to be? This conversation is that contribution will continue any which way. The question is, how are you going to continue a contributing life? This conversation is that I'm going to change my methodology, but my commitment remains the same. Are we getting a sense of it? My methodology is not going to dilute who I am, dear contributor. Because for me, I'm very, very clear. This is why I am born. I am born for this very moment. Not for that moment, or for that moment. I'm born for this moment because this is the moment that I have. Too many people in this world need you and me. Too many people in this world are crying out because they don't have anything. And therefore the need for the collective voice. Because I'm clear that extraordinary eyes make a phenomenal we. Therefore, this call. When we say that you and I are connecting hope and beyond, because beyond this is life. This are the ditches and the walls that Mario will have to go over. No other way. Because we are not here for jumping these walls. We are not here to fight this crisis. We are here to live that life which is ours. Extraordinary eyes make a phenomenal we. And as a final thing, just before Pilu comes on, and I'm going to come on right after her as I complete it, I just want you to consider one thing, dear friend. In life, we've done a lot for a lot of other people, haven't you? I've heard those phenomenal things that were spoken today. Your life, each life has been about contribution. How will it be if you, after having spent years of contributing to so much,
I'm speaking.
If this year you manage to surprise yourself? You heard me right. I've just sent out an invite that I give to myself. How will it be if you can surprise yourself? So the next few minutes, as Pilu speaks and shares with you her songs, I want you to be with us, because hope needs hope. Today, as we go into this next moment, allow yourself to float into that future which tugs you, which tugs your heart. Jeta apnake dake oi bhovishota. এই বর্তমানের কথাতে হেরে যাবেন না বন্ধু। খুব জরুরি কি আমরা নিজেদের আশা, নিজেদের স্বপ্নর দিকে আমরা বাড়ি। আমি ফিরে আসবো, কিন্তু আগে শুনুন পিলুকে। Listen to her. Remember one thing, we are playing with technology. So there will be time that her voice may be a little lower or the music will be a little up or down. Let's enjoy this moment. All right. So ideally, we would have met at some other place or right there where you are. But today it's my privilege that Pilu and I are here with you. So enjoy this next period. Pilu, over to you. We'll just take a few minutes just to set it up. Just give us a moment, please.
Devashish. 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 Devashish, I need to leave in 10 minutes time. I have another meeting at 9 o'clock.
I will do like this. Hello. Sir, like I think you should come into the picture now. Danny.
Yeah.
Like I will request Ashish just one sec because our
Just give
RI
it
director
about
has a
4 or 5
meeting.
minutes. I don't need more than that, Devashish.
Yeah, RI director, he needs to leave. I think Danny, let's put Ashish.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah.
Bharatji out there. Like
yes.
Bharatji, you can yeah, you can.
Thank you, Devashish, Governor Devashish, all the leaders of 3240, Presidency Representative, my good friend Ranjit Bhatia, all the leaders from 3080, past director Yashji, and all the district and club leaders of 3240. It's a great pleasure to be once again here, and let me compliment Devashish that Devashish is a Ranjitji. Devashish is a very persistent person. You know, and being a fellow medical professional, I know that he is a very, very committed, dedicated person who has been working throughout this COVID pandemic as a sort of a COVID warrior in his profession, but also he's a very, very committed Rotarian, and therefore he consulted me that I am going to have my conference, whatever it takes, whether it's actual or whether it's virtual. And he ensured that you fulfilled your role and responsibility as RIPR. So Devashish, congratulations for that. And Ranjitji, congratulations for such a nice talk you gave on Rotary Connects the World with those wonderful examples, personalized examples, which really make a difference actually. Again, compliments to Ashish ji for with such a passion and energy he spoke about the various aspects of life. Friends, you know, this COVID pandemic has brought to us one very, very important message. And that message is that the most important asset for a person is good health. If your health is good, everything can happen. If your health is not good, nothing can happen. And you will all agree that health of Rotary is the health of Rotary districts. Health of Rotary is the health of Rotary clubs. Health of Rotary is health of Rotarians. But equally important, health of Rotary is our membership of Rotary. Health of Rotary is our public image of Rotary. Health of Rotary is our Rotary Foundation. And above all, health of Rotary is the service that Rotary does. You know, Rotary, I believe firmly, is not defined by who we are or who I am, but it is defined by what we do and the opportunity that each one of us has as a Rotarian to perform meaningful service, and the way in which we realize this opportunity by doing lasting and meaningful service. And in the year 1920, let me tell you, Ranjitji, I can share with you because I have known Devashish very, very, very well, worked with him very closely as director and he as governor, that Devashish has really seized this opportunity and ensured that he has kept connected to the Rotarians of 3240 on one hand, connected to the zones and connected to Rotary International. I think in 1920, some amazing work has been done by Devashish and the whole team of 3240. You know, this, Ranjitji, you know that this district is a very, very challenging district. Challenging district because of the geography, because of widespread, how many states, Devashish, 8 states or 9 states?
9 states and a part of the
9 states and part of West Bengal. So you can imagine what a challenging this district this is. Of course, all the leaders of 3240 have over the years gone through this, but this is a very challenging district for people like you and me, Ranjitji. 9 states and one more state, so half of another state. So under this challenging situation, and on top of it came this challenge and this crisis. But you know, Debashish has the qualities of an eagle leader. An eagle leader, when a storm comes, other birds run here and there to take shelter. But what does the eagle do? Eagle takes advantage of the currents of the storm to fly even higher. So Debashish is like that. Debashish in a crisis situation doesn't look at the obstacles in the crisis, but Debashish converted those obstacles into opportunities. Whether it was in membership, whether it was in service projects, and whether it was in foundation. You just mentioned that he has raised probably a very good amount, which has not been raised before for the Rotary Foundation. So Debashish, congratulations for the great work that you have done.
Thank you, sir.
And I am leaving you with two thoughts.
Yes, sir.
The first one is that I always believe that if I have to describe Rotary in 2 words, the words that I always use is Rotary is hope and opportunity. Hope that the community puts in us as Rotarians, that we will do something to make our community a little better place, and opportunity that each one of us as Rotarians to fulfill that hope of the community. And in the year 1920, Debashish, you and all the Rotarians have really fulfilled that hope, taken that opportunity, and fulfilled that hope the community has put in each one of you friends. And of course, the second thought I am leaving you with is that everybody feels that now it's over. Just 2.5 days or 3 days and few hours are remaining for the year to get over. So let's sit back and relax. But let me tell you, Debashish, that in boxing they have a saying that it is not over till the last bell is rung, until the last punch is thrown. So it is not over, Debashish, for you. You know, I'm sure you remember, Ranjit ji, Debashish, you remember there was one T20 match between India and Pakistan in which Javed Miandad hit a sixer on the last ball and Pakistan won that match. So it's not over till the last ball is bowled and the last 6 is hit, Debashish.
Yes.
I want that I know Subhash will completely agree with me when I say that I want you and your team to keep working till midnight of 30th June 2020.
Yes, sir. We'll do, sir.
I'm not saying that membership and all those things, but at least in Rotary Foundation, because that is our commitment. Forget everything else. I think our commitment today is to support our Rotary Foundation, especially the Polio Plus program. We are falling little short by a couple of $1 million as far as Rotary Foundation is concerned. And I echo what Ranjit Bhatia said about Mother Teresa, that what we give may be a drop in the ocean, but without our drop, the ocean will be incomplete. So each Rotarian has a responsibility to contribute to the polio fund. If we contribute to the polio fund, each Rotarian does it, and we reach that 50 million target, we can get that 100 million from the Gates Foundation. And as far as polio is concerned, being a pediatrician, you will agree with me. You will agree with me that each penny, each paisa, each rupee is vital to eradicate this disease from the earth. A promise that we have made to the children of this earth. So on behalf of Governor Debashish, I am making this appeal to all the Rotarians who are gathered here today, that please look into your hearts.
Is it? What is it, Danny?
No, doesn't matter, Debashish. Please look into your heart and please support the polio eradication fund, polio fund, because that is a promise for our children, and that is the best gift that we can leave for our children and our grandchildren. Remember, a room may be dark because either the sun is not shining or the windows are dirty. We cannot turn on the sun. We cannot do anything about the sun, but we can definitely clean the windows to let more light in so that room becomes brighter. And that is our job, Debashish, your job and my job as Rotarians, to clean the windows of our district, our club, our community, so that more lights shine into the dark places and the community becomes a better place. I always believe that we must not focus on things that we cannot do, but we must focus on things that we can do, because I am an eternal optimist. And we can't do everything, but we can definitely do something. So my, again, appeal to all the Rotarians that keep doing something, keep connecting to the world. As on 1st July, Rotary is opening up new opportunities to each and every one of you. Keep the connections alive, so that on 1st July, you are able to seize the opportunities and do your best. Thank you, Debashish, for calling me here to this conference. And I once more compliment you for your leadership and compliment you for your persistence and perseverance in having this conference in spite of all odds.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for a great year, and I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you, Devash.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
to
you,
all
sir.
the
Thank you.
students, and thank you, Ranjit ji, for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, so much. Your anecdotes are always inspiring. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
He
And
has
I
to
love
leave
you
for
now,
a...
Devashish.
Yes, sir. Thank you again, sir, for being with us. It was important that we listened to Bharat ji also. At least we could hear him. He has gone for the other meeting. Danny is like, can you now fix or you spotlight Pilu, or are they ready with their presentation
Yes,
now? Yeah.
yes, I think
I think
so.
Pilu is.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Yeah, Pilu. Yeah. Sorry, we took some time of yours
Not
because.
a problem. Not a problem. We have been hearing the whole thing, and it's the journey that we all are part of this journey. So, shall we start?
Yes,
Been waiting for it for quite some time.
Yeah.
So Ashish has already kind of shared, and I'm sure all of you have experienced by now that the virtual medium and hoping and creating all these conversations, we can just listen to. So I'll just share a little bit of my take on music and how I make music in to generate hope. So the tip that I would just share with all the listeners here is that you can just, as you keep hearing the sound maybe going up and down, because that is a reality today, and we are all working through that. We have been doing concerts through that. So while that happens, what you can focus on is not the sound going up and down. What you can actually take your focus to is to travel with the song. Now, by that, what I mean is, so I can travel to Shillong, or I can travel to any other hill station, or I can travel back in life to some time in life past, or I can travel to the future. You can hope to go to the future also. So you can travel wherever. Each human being who's listening to this can just take off and travel wherever you want to travel, wherever your mind takes you. So don't do a planned travel, just let your mind take you somewhere. Now, the first song that I was kind of sharing with Devashish, and we have been exchanging some messages. So I chose to, I am from Kolkata, and of course I saw Bolpur, somebody from Bolpur. So they're all home for me. So I will do a little bit of Bangla and a little bit of not Bangla, so something from the West, something from, I'll share that with you, different language, and a little bit of a Hindi, so that everybody can, But one thing is definitely there, this is my experience, that music has no language. If you can just allow your mind to travel, it will travel and take you somewhere. So the first song is a song, it's a poetry, so the Bengalis obviously will relate to it. The people who are not Bengalis, I'll just give a gist of it to you. So this is a conversation between me or you and the star. So one star, I keep watching the stars at night. I sit at the window and I watch the night and the stars. And sometimes I find myself chatting with them. So you may not do that because I'm slightly, crazy. But you may also do something else. You may find yourself chatting with someone, your best friend or some, very close friend. So this is a conversation between, a clean conversation between that somebody who's a little far away, can't be reached because it's there. And the house of the star is there. And it talks of, the hopes and dreams between, the conversations between them. So it has its own elements of sadness, joy. So I'll just play this and try to sing this for you. And you can just sing along in your homes. Just go on mute. That's a request I have. Everybody, please go on mute and listen. Just give me a second, please. Let's shut. Just have to close this.
वो चार्जेस है ना?
So we are ready? Yeah.
99.
Look at the stars wherever you are. Look out from your window, or just think that you have the stars or your closest friend next to you, and you can sing along. যারা জানেন তারা নিজেরা just hum along. It's called Bhimdeshi Tara. It's right there, somewhere. Have a conversation with someone in your life. আমার ভিনদেশি তারা একা রাতেরই আকাশে তুমি বাজারে এক তারা আমার চিলে কোঠার পাশে ঠিক শুনলেন আমার মুখে তোমার নাম ধরে কেউ ডাকে তোমার গল্প বলো হাতে আমার রাতে জাগা তারা তোমার পাড়ায় বাড়ি আমার ভয় পাওয়া চেহারা আমি আদতে আনারি আমার আকাশ দেখা পুরি কিছু মিথ্যে বাহাদুরি আমার আকাশ দেখা পুরি কিছু মিথ্যে বাহাদুরি আমার চোখ বেঁধে দাও কালো তাও শান্ত শীতল পাটি মায়ের মতোই ভালো আমি একলাটি পথ হাঁটি আমার বিচ্ছিরি এক তারা তুমি রাখা কথা কানে তোমার কিসের এত তারা রাস্তা পার হবে সাবধানে তোমার গায়ে লাগে না ধুলো আমার দুমুঠো চাল চুলো তোমার গায়ে লাগে না ধুলো চাল চুলো শরীরে হাত যদি আর জল মাখো দুই হাতে চোখে আমার মন খারাপের রাতে আমার রাতে জাগা তারা তোমার আকাশ ছোঁয়া বাড়ি আমি পাই না ছুটে তোমার আমার একলা লাগে ভারী আমার রাতে জাগা তারা তোমার আকাশ So that was Green Deshitara. Thank you. I can read some of it.
Great.
Thank you. So the next song is, there's this lady who, again, has caused so much of hope for many. And when I had started reading about her, so it's a small story of hope, dreams. We are dreamers. I am a big dreamer, and then I hope like everybody else. But what happens is, so this is a song that I had heard. My mama used to sing on his guitar. He's no more, but when I was young, I used to listen to him. So I've been brought up in a family that's full of music. Now, when I used to listen to that, I used to just listen to the song and, used to hum it, because as a child, you just listen to the tune. And then I grew up, and then I met that song again in life. And then I met the singer who sang that song or created that song, Miriam Makeba. And she's a South African, and she had done so much of wonderful work, creating the women's choir there, and such a lot of movement during the apartheid movement. So she has a nice story behind, you can read about it. And so she inspired, and I started singing her that song from a different context. Then there was so much of emotions that used to come. So I also sometimes write a little bit when I am thinking, when I'm emotional, I write. That's how I translate my hopes and dreams. I write. So I wrote a couple of lines in that also. I'm going to sing that song for you. A lot of you have heard it, so you just have to sing along wherever you are. Okay. So. Nakupenda malaika, malaika, nakupenda malaika, ningekuwa maliwe, ningekuwa dara, nashindwana mali sina, ningekuwa malaika, nashindwana mali sina, ningekuwa malaika. It says I love you. Pesa za roho yangu, pesa za roho yangu, dominipoyeshe kikiara manchio, nashindwa na mali sina. Ningekuwa malaika, nashindwa na mali sina. Ningekuwa malaika. तो मैंने कुछ लिखे थे कुछ दिन पहले, कुछ हफ्ते पहले, इनसे कुछ आवाज आई तो मैं आपको सुनाती हूँ. Hopes, dreams, जिंदगी, दोस्ती. चल मेरे साथ जिंदगी, जिंदगी चल मेरे साथ जिंदगी, गम हो या खुशी, रोए जब बेबसी, तेरी मेरी ये दोस्ती बनाए धुन
That was Zindagi. Chal mere saath. Let's make friendship with life. The hopes will be there. Because we fight with life and then the hopes disappear. So what I thought is, let's make friendship with life. It's all the packages. That has COVID also, that has lockdown also, that has distancing also, that has the pain of being away from loved ones also, and many other things also. So let's all put together and make friendship with life. And today happens to be the birthday of none other than R.D. Burman. So सुबह से मैं काफी सारे लोगों के साथ और काफी सारे वीडियोस भेजना था इधर उधर. So there is a song that I thought, अब कौन सा गाना गाए? R.D. Burman is a repertoire of music. So I chose something that I thought maybe a lot of people will relate to. और बस आप लोगों के लिए हम साथ R.D. Burman को याद करते हैं because he's been an inspiration. He has never left me alone, his music actually. So whenever hope is missing, music gives me hope, and definitely R.D. Burman is a man who has been in dark nights and starry nights and happy days and lonely days also. So I'm going to sing something which is, you all can hum. I'm sure everybody will come along wherever you are with song. Let's try. कॉलेज की यादें, यूनिवर्सिटीज की याद, आप लोग सब अपने अपनी जगह पे गाइए. म्यूट करते हैं. Guess the song. We all are connected. The universe says it. That's it. तेरा से पहले का नाता कोई यूं ही नहीं दिल भाता कोई. तेरा से पहले का नाता कोई यूं ही नहीं दिल भाता कोई. जाने तू क्या जाने ना Wherever you are, sing this song. It will take you back to your college days, I'm sure. सारे दोस्ती. एक साथ बिछड़ना नहीं है, ये लाइनें कुछ नहीं है। देखो अभी खोना नहीं, कभी जुदा होना नहीं। देखो अभी खोना नहीं, कभी जुदा होना नहीं। मिलने हैं हम सब, वादा रहा ये सिलसिला। जानो तुम या जानो ना, मानो तुम या मानो ना। ये पहले का नाता कोई नहीं, दिल लगाता कोई। ये पहले का नाता कोई नहीं, दिल लगाता कोई। जाने तू या जाने ना, माने Let's stay together. Rotary, stay together and dream and hope moving forward. Beyond.
Hello, thank you, Pilu, for that wonderful rendition of the on three different languages. You sang so beautifully, but we are also running short of time because we are basically left with now no one. We are just left with our Rotarian friends now, and we shall straight away proceed to the vote of thanks by our past district governor, Manas Chaudhary.
Look forward, yeah.
Just before that, we are just showing a part of the audience. This.
Debashish?
So you can see a part of the audience.
पोलो टावर्स में है, but बैठा हो शिलोंग में, ये लोग शिलोंग में.
Yeah, Manasa, just 1 minute. We are showing the audience here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you for your green signal. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We are coming to you now. Yes, Manasa.
Yes. Thank you, Governor Debashish, for giving me this opportunity of wrapping up Shillong Conclave 2020. Well, for all of us who sat through the whole session, I think we will agree that it has been an invigorating session. We've listened to some wonderful motivational speeches, and we have had a very, very heartwarming report from the Governor Debashish. I want to begin by asking a question. Is COVID a stumbling block, or is it a stepping stone? Well, for many in this world, COVID has come as a stumbling block. They seem to have resigned to their fate. They seem to have lost hope. They seem to have given up the fight, and they have converged themselves to the confines of their homes. But this is not for our Rotary. Rotary is dynamic, and if life goes on, Rotary also moves on. And Rotary has taken COVID as a stepping stone. I'm so delighted to listen to our RIPR today. The gentleman, we missed him here, RIPR Ranjit Bhatia. He spoke in his own inimitable style about how the Rotarians' little drops of social service to the ocean of humanity makes a little difference to the world.
he has quoted Mother Teresa, and very aptly so. Ranjit ji has also mentioned about how Rotary connects the world. He has been anecdotal and given his personal experience of how Rotary has helped him. This in itself is a message for everybody who is not very familiar about the power of Rotary. The way Rotary can come to help one another is something that many have not explored. I think this evening we have been rightly motivated by our RIPR, past Governor Ranjit Bhatia, for experiencing how Rotary connects. Thank you very much for your time and being with us this evening. I also want to mention about the wonderful motivational speech of Ashish Vidyarthi. Vidyarthi means a student. But I think today we were his student and he was our tutor in conversation with us about how to motivate ourselves in the brewing storm. His conversation was real engaging. And I must say that this is the first time I listened to Ashish Vidyarthi. And I have only one word to say, that you were simply superb. He said one thing very clearly: storms don't last and dreams don't perish. What a powerful message that has been. It's of hope and beyond. And he said, and I like that, he said, the chameleon is not all that bad after all. You need to adapt or learn to adapt in life like the chameleon. Wonderful having you over, Ashish Vidyarthi, for your excellent motivational talk that you rendered today. And I have only one thing to say about our district governor. I think this is virtually the last district meet of this year. Of course, tomorrow there is an inaugural program of these what do you call the Centennial Project, the signature project, I should say. But effectively, this is the last program of District Governor Debashish. And we have heard from him what has been his outstanding achievements. I have known Debashish because I was the man who brought him into Rotary. So I know him through and through. Debashish has been a very devoted Rotarian, a very one-off kind of Rotarian. It's very difficult to get the right word to describe Debashish. Past our RI director, Bharat Pandya, paid tributes to Debashish, and very rightly so, because Debashish deserves it. I have seen Rotary for the last 40 years, and I can tell you one thing, that I have seen many governors, but I am yet to see one like Debashish. And I'm not trying to flatter him just because I was his trainer. This has got nothing to do with my being trainer. If you look at the track record of this man, the kind of delivery he has made, you will understand what I meant when I asked this question, whether COVID is a stumbling block or COVID is a stepping stone. Our Governor Debashish has made it into a stepping stone. He has converted the crisis into an opportunity. And what a track record Debashish has left behind. If I just may recall a few things only: TRF contribution, annual giving, polio fund, growth. If you look at extension, if you look at training programs, if you look at the global grants, if you look at the signature project, and all along during his visits to the clubs, Debashish has motivated the Rotarians. He has given the district the bylaws. I think Debashish will be known for many things, but I think he will be also known for being the main prop for pushing the district bylaws. Many in the district were a little skeptical whether we should have it now, can we not delay it? But Debashish stuck to his gun and he saw to it that the district bylaws are in place. I want to say that Debashish, in my book, will remain arguably one of the best governors our district 3240 has produced. I can say one thing beyond any shadow of doubt, that Debashish will go much beyond our district. I don't know what is his limit, but he is destined to go there, and we all need to hold his hand, give him the necessary inspiration. Today, as we conclude the Shillong Conclave 2020, I want to once again thank Rotarian Dr. Debashish Das for volunteering to become the district governor. And not just that, to give an excellent account of himself, of how a district governor ought to be. I feel a little envious of him that I couldn't do this, or many of us in the past couldn't do like him. But I feel proud that we from Shillong could produce a wonderful governor for the district and a Rotary leader for the world. I'm only hoping that our district governor-elect Shibashish will match, if not surpass, Debashish's achievements. It is not easy, I want to say to Shibashish, it's a tough job, because I have seen Debashish burn his midnight oil and work every day beyond midnight. This is not an exaggeration, and this is a fact of life, that he has given his time, he has burned the midnight oil, and that is why the results are showing. So I hope and pray that the coming Rotary year will also be equally good, if not better, and we will have an excellent Rotary year for 3240. Fellow Rotarians, I want to thank all of you for joining in this program. Shillong missed you in Shillong, but Shillong has got you virtually in Shillong. We would like to have you over again whenever COVID restrictions are gone, when the weather is clear and you are back in your realm. Please come to Shillong. Shillong will be very happy to host you. And I request Governor-elect Shibashish, if you can organize a program in Shillong, as if to compensate for the loss of our district conference that we couldn't hold here. So with these few words, fellow Rotarians, let me thank you once again for being with us and giving your time. I'm sure your time was not wasted, and you have been motivated by all the speeches that have been made before me. And thank you once again. I want to, if Danny can unmute everybody, I want to hear a big round of applause for our district governor. Everybody present.
Yeah.
Everybody present. Give a big hand to the district governor. He deserves it. He really deserves it. Please give him a very big round of applause. All right, thank you. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you very much, friends. Wonderful having you, and I can see the smiling face. And finally, let me say goodbye to you. Good night to you. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll meet again. World is a small place, and we will be meeting one another very soon. Thank you. Good night.
Danny, I'm leaving.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Arindam, for hosting this. Wonderful. All have been the backbone of basically. I never had any knowledge about anything about IT and all those things. You all really took care. This flawless meeting would not have been possible without your help. Thank you all. Thank you all, dear friends. Thank you all, the parents of our district. Of course, tomorrow we are meeting again in the morning.
Good night to everybody. Good night.
Tomorrow morning, 10:30, we are
get
meeting.
together করেছি
That's the dedication of the signature project. That's something which I want, that if more and more
চলে চলছে
Rotarians, if they are not here today, at least they should be there tomorrow and see the dedication of the Rotary signature project. Thank you once again. Good night. Stay safe. Stay healthy, all of you. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, dear Rotarians.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devashish, and thank you to Arindam also.
Friends.
Which is very helpful. Which
Night.
means
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Devashish.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Shanto, thank you, Montu, Ajit, thank you.
Thank you, Devashish.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Devashish. Thank you, Devashish.
Subrata Shai.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Devashish.
Thank you. I can see a lot of known faces out here. Subrata Da from Katwa. Thank you so much, Rudrajit. Thank you so much, Rudrajit.
Excellent conference. Excellent.
Siddhartha Da, thank you so much from Silchar, from Mitagor.
Thank you, Devashish.
Big support. Thank you.
Thank you, Devashish. Thank you.
On to your time starts now. Basically, you would be there with the signature project from tomorrow onwards. Ellen, Sumitra, thank you so much. OP, thank you. I know it's
Thank you, Devashish.
Thank you.
thank you. We already are here since the last 2 hours, but thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Didi,
you
for
all.
your excellent job.
Basi, Ajit, like we.
Thank you, Devashish. Thank you.
I knew you. Subirda, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Arindam and
Excellent work,
Delhi, thank
Shushanto.
you.
it's so nice to see Ashit.
Congratulations to you.
Ashit bhai hai. Ashit bhai dekha.
Arindam, thank you.
Yeah. Arindam.
Thank you.
That's Siddhartha Das new COVID look, I think. Ishan, thank you. Thank you.
Devashish, please go to the room where everyone is there.
আমাকে দেখতে পাচ্ছো?
আরে তোমার তো এত জোরে আওয়াজ হচ্ছিল,
দেখতে
তোমার
পাচ্ছি।
মোবাইলে সবথেকে বেশি জোরে আওয়াজ হচ্ছিল। কার সাথে মারামারি করছিলে? হরিশজি, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
Thank you, Dr. Das. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Excellent program.
Hi. Shishendu, excellent, yeah, Shishendu, thank you so much, Shishendu.
Thank you very much for giving the opportunity also.
जी एटलीस्ट तो कुल्टी से कुछ गया है इस बार फाउंडेशन में। थैंक यू सो मच। इस बार
শেষ বেলায় একবার ফার্স্ট লেডিকে দেখতে চাই।
ফার্স্ট লেডি কে দেখতে চাও তো এখন মুশকিল আছে, ফার্স্ট লেডি তো আমার সামনে নেই তো।
Devashish da go to that room. Devashish, go to that room.
Yeah, thank you.
Take the camera and go to that room.
Thank you. I think Danny should close this meeting, yeah. Otherwise, Danny would not be dinner also.
So, Devashish, you take the camera and go to the other room. You take the camera and go to the other room where everyone is there.
Sharad.
সুশান্ত কেমন আছো? কি খবর সুশান্ত?
Operate daily data कर रहे हैं ना? Doing all these things.
I'll close this one then. Hey. জানি ভালো আছো?
ভালো আছি দাদা।
ভেরি গুড, ভেরি গুড।
ভালো প্রোগ্রাম হয়েছে।
চলো, এটলিস্ট ঠিক আছে, এটলিস্ট সবকিছু ভালো হলো। আমাদের তো তারপরে সুশান্তরও 2 দিন পরে কাজ শেষ হয়ে যাবে।
Right.
তো শেষ হবে না সুশান্ত, কাজ অনেক বাড়বে আর।
Right.
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি ওই অন্য রুমে যাচ্ছি এখন। হ্যাঁ,
Okay.
Danny, I'm going to the other room, okay?
Okay, take care. Thank you very much, Debashish.
Thank you, Sukhminder. I can hear your voice.
That's my voice. Asi.
Yeah, Debashish, go to that room, then we will end the meeting. Once you have everyone together with you.
Okay. I'll go to the other room.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
Hi, Shubhodaya.
হ্যাঁ,
আমাদের ক্লাবে তো অনেকেই আছে, কিন্তু আমাদের ক্লাবে তো অনেকেই আছে,
great job.
রেকগনাইজ করলো না।
Good evening, Subrata.
লাইক করলো না।
Thank you, Danny.
অনেকগুলো সুব্রত আছে।
সুব্রত,
টিজি তোমার কজন এজি ছিল আজকে মিটিং এ?
কেন তোমার কিছু অসুবিধা হচ্ছে নাকি? আমার তো কোনো অসুবিধা নেই না। যারা জয়েন করেনি ফাউন্ডেশনে পয়সা দেবে, কি আছে আমার? আমার তো কি আছে, আমার তো কিছুই প্রবলেম নেই না। আমার তো কিছু প্রবলেম নেই না। কি কোনো প্রবলেম আছে? দেখ,
सब अनम्यूट हो गए।
Show your club president.
Can you see?
Yes.
Can you see the crowd? The virtual. Yeah, there. Yeah.
Where is David?
First lady পেছনে চলে গেছে।
ফার্স্ট লেডি আর ছিটকে গেছে নিচে।
দেখতে হয় নাকি খালি? দেখতে পাচ্ছি?
ক্যামেরা ডাউন করো। হ্যালো, ক্যামেরা নিচে। Yes. Okay.
Yeah. That's nice.
ঠিক।
The Shillong team, thank you all.
ওদের তো সিটের ডেজ, এখন তো ডিনার হবে ওদের। ডিনার হবে ওদের এখন। আসলেই তো হচ্ছে।
End the meeting.
Yeah, I think so. You can. Hello.
I'm ending the meeting for all now.
Yeah, you can close the meeting now.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the Shillong team. This is the district team, conference team who is here. So that's.
Yeah.
Bye.
Charis is there. Yeah, he's raising a toast.
Great job.
Yeah, he's raising a toast. Like we are so lucky. We are so lucky we can meet physically, raise a toast, unlike you all.
Yes.
আজকে ডিনারের মেনু কি?
তুমি তো নিরামিষ, তুমি আর কি খাবে?
দেবাশিস
শোনো, ড্যানি,